Hello folks, and today we're going to learn on how to remove the background from the camera input on OBS. And if you're like me, well, you might think you could, well, if you have NVIDIA device, you could use NVIDIA Broadcast, which is very cool. But the problem is, we don't, it's pretty heavy, and the system requirements, you have to got RTX 260 at minimum, which is not everyone have an RTX graphics card. Like me, I have an GTX 960, not exactly cut, not exactly as advanced as RTX 260. You have 8 gigabyte plus of RAM and an i5 CPU. We don't have that. Well, I do have 16 gigs of RAM and i3 Gen 10 generation 10, which is probably above this requirement. Probably, but the main point is my GPU isn't supported, so we have to resort to traditional way with using OBS, like this one. Well, you might already see on the top right corner. It's not really advanced, but it clearly get the job done. Well, why I use background removal? Because my workspace is near the kitchen and I don't want to show people on the internet my kitchen. Because kitchen is kitchen is mainly private business of the family. So we open this. Let's install let's remove the background from the OBS camera solely. So we open this repository, this OBS background removal. Pretty straightforward. We don't rotate because we run on Windows, we use the Windows one. We download that, and after we download that, we open the zip file and copy these two folders to the program files, and then OBS Studio, then copying it here. Well, I already done that. So you have to copy these two folders to here. After you've done that, open your OBS. By the way, I use OBS version 27. I have no intention to upgrade it yet because my friend having some trouble on version 28, so might not be the best time to update it yet. I'm waiting for the version to be more stable. And then where was it? Then we click the video capture device, click properties. Sorry, not properties, filters. Then we add this background removal, like on here. And then after that we add the chroma key, and in the chroma key, after we add the chroma key, and we click the background removal again, change the color to anything you like green maybe. And that's weird. That brown. This one is, why doesn't it work? You can change the slider over here. Probably. But personally, I like this one, like dark purplish things. Then you might notice your CPU fan is blowing like hell. That's because this background removal, because it runs on using AI to calculate all the borders, and it's run on dynamically. It's running every second, every frame of the captured capture video, and it's going to take a lot of resources. As you can see here, it's like a half of my computing power. Mind you, this is a 4-core 8 threads, so it's pretty standard in the modern times. Yeah, it's the average spec you could have in these times. I mean, yeah. And let's try to turn off this camera, and you could see our CPU percentage dropped to 9%. It's 40% usage of the CPU utilization alone by this shenanigans. So yeah, keep in mind in that it might not very useful in gaming, I think, because it eats a lot of CPU resources. So yeah, you might want to upgrade your CPU. How about the GPU though? Strangely, the CPU is, it took CPU utilization also, but not that much, only 23 to 22%. RAM doesn't affect RAM. Yeah, it only affects CPU by a huge margin and GPU by a quarter. Well, because this is a GeForce GTX 960, it has only 2 GB of VRAM. Yeah, maybe less if you have better video graphics card. But if you have pretty outdated CPU, like something comes out like 8 years or 10 years ago, like, because I do have friends who still use i3 Gen 2 because they're broke. Anyway, if you think this background removal is too heavy for you, you might want to consider to upgrade it, because it takes a half of the pretty modern i3 processor, a half of its utilization, so it is heavy. Yeah, that's the summary of it. See you on the next video.